Hey kids, good morning. What a beautiful morning as we go into the 1st of October here, the fall season, autumn. It's a little chilly this morning at 50 degrees, a little different from what we've been used to. But you know what? I praise the Lord for this beautiful blessing. What a wonderful day. What a wonderful way to start the day. And speaking of little blessings, I was looking for a recipe in one of Al's cookbooks here uh, this morning, and I found some pretty cool things. There's a recipe for brownies here, and look, she writes, "Yummy, Mark likes." And then over here, there's a recipe for cherry bars that she used to make, and it calls for 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract, and she says leave this out. Mark dislikes. So it just shows me how much she loved me to actually take the time to put little notes in her recipes about things that I liked or that I didn't like, so that when she made them again, they were absolutely to my satisfaction. And just to see those things, just really blessed me today. I just thought, wow, that's really cool. That's really cool. But it is the fall season, and of course, the apples are uh, abundant right now. So I made a trip to the apple orchard yesterday, and I picked up some of these apples. These are called Northern Spy. They're not real easy to find, but fortunately, our apple orchard, not too far from here, has these apples. And they are preferably the best for making an apple pie. So I thought, okay, I'll make some apple pies I can give to the neighbors and stuff. I went to Walmart yesterday and I bought these foil pans, that I can give away and they don't have to return the pan. So I like to do that. But I also found this recipe that you used to make for apple dumplings, and it calls for, some sliced apple, Pillsbury Crescent rolls, butter, sugar, cinnamon, vanilla, and a bottle of 7 Up. So I picked up those ingredients, and I think I'm going to make those apple dumplings this morning. And again, I can give those away as gifts. Now, I wanted to show you this machine here. It's a pretty simple machine. It's unique in a couple different ways. It actually will take the apple, it will core it, peel it, and slice it all in one. So the way it works, it has a rubber base, and you moisten that, you stick it on, you flip this lever, and it suctions right onto the countertop. You have to put some water on it, though, or else, it really doesn't have any suction without the water. There's a little trigger button here you push, and you can retract this. And then you'll see as you turn the crank, it rolls inward. So what you'll do is you'll pull it all the way back. You'll take the apple and spike it on there. Kind of try to center it up with this hole here in the end there. See this round hole. So you want to center that core up with that round hole. Spike it onto these. And then once the apple is on there, you just crank it and you'll see how it kind of rolls in and it pushes the apple through. This is the actual peeler part, so it's a real sharp little blade right there, and it rolls in and out to the dimension of the apple, and it'll just peel off the as the apple is pushed through this opening here. So we're going to demonstrate that in a little bit here and show you how that works, and then we're going to make this apple dumplings. A very delicious recipe, and it goes fabulous with ice cream. So I have all of my ingredients here. There's only 5 ingredients. I got apples, which it's probably only going to take 1, maybe 2 apples to make this. A stick of butter, the Pillsbury crescent rolls, some cinnamon, and sugar. Oh, I almost forgot 2 more ingredients. We got vanilla and 7-Up. Probably about half of that bottle, not the whole bottle, but so I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 ingredients. Yeah. So let's get started. So the first thing I'll do is take my choice apple and I will slide it on there like that. And then I'm just going to start cranking it in, and hopefully this core lines up here nicely. But you'll see the slicer head here is getting ready to hit the apple, and there it goes. It starts peeling the skin right off. And then sometimes you got to kind of give it a little help there to get it centered up on that core hole. Just keep cranking it until this comes all the way through, and then I can slide that off. And here's what I have. Already sliced, and there's the core. Just that simple and that quick. Now usually I take the sliced part and I'll just kind of break these ends off, because those are the skin, and you can even eat those if you want. And then with this, down the middle, and there's my apple slices ready to go. Next thing I'm going to do is open up the Pillsbury crescent rolls, and you're supposed to push on the seam there, and they give a little pop, and then you pull that dough out and open that up, and you'll see there's perforations on there that you can tear, and you get these wedges. So I usually will take a couple of these apple slices and I'll put them into that and just kind of roll that up like so. And then those get set right into the pan. So just keep taking these wedges, throw 2 or 3 apple slices in there, doesn't matter, whatever you like. So the recipe says 1 slice, but you know, these are pretty thin slices. So, and then I just keep fitting them in to the dish. Looks like I'm gonna have to peel another apple, because yeah, I'm gonna use all of these very quickly. They don't have to be perfect, you know. You just do what you can do. Yeah, I'm going to need another apple. Grab another apple, line it up, stick it on there. And let's crank it. Cool little machine. There. 8 of them in there, all nice and ready to go. I'm going to start by melting down this 1 stick of butter. Then I'm going to add 2/3 a cup of sugar. A lot of sugar. I'm going to kind of stir that in then. Stir that into the butter. And we add a half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon to that. I'm going to stir that into that mixture till it all gets nice and smooth and melted together. We're also going to add now that it's getting creamy, we're going to add a half a teaspoon of vanilla. Get a little flavoring. And then we're going to stir that in. And then that entire mixture gets poured over top of everything. Now you may have noticed that I put some of those apple slices and tucked them in around there too. So yeah, you can do that if you want. And now it's pretty much ready to go into the oven. Let me check the recipe. We got apple, crescent, butter, sugar, cinnamon, vanilla. Oh, we got to add the 7-Up. Almost forgot one of the big important ingredients. So I'm going to put about half of that bottle in there. Yeah, it's probably about right. I don't want to put any more than that in there. And that's ready to go in the oven. We're going to bake it at 350 for about 45 minutes or so. So let's do 40 minutes. And then we'll check it after that and see how it looks. Oh man, do those look good, and they smell good. The whole house smells like apple, wonderful apple stuff. So those are going to cool down. I'll divide them up, and I'm going to put them in a little take-home container for my friends. Hopefully they will enjoy it as much as I will. But you know what? Once these cool down a little bit, I think I'm going to get some ice cream out, and I'm going to have to try one of these things because I've been waiting for a long time. I mean, it's been a couple years since I've had these, and like I said, V used to make them all the time, so I'm sure that it'll bring back some pleasant memories. So with the weather being rainy this week, I haven't done a lot of I haven't done any riding this week because it rained every day. And if it wasn't raining, it was like a mist, like a cold mist coming down. So I spent some time detailing. I started working on the back here, just polishing everything up. But I got to get it up on the jack because I got to clean the wheels. I haven't done that yet, and that's kind of a challenge by itself. I got to do the right side, and then I got to do the left side, and I got to get it up on the lift to do that. So I hope that I can do that. If not today, maybe tomorrow. I'll get on that and continue to clean that, polish that up. I like a clean, polished up bike. Aside from that, though, I still have lots of leaf cleanup to do once it dries out a little bit. And then, people always ask me, how do you keep your driveway so nice? How do you keep the weeds out of your driveway? Well, I use Roundup. I use Roundup Pro. But I have to do that again here because with all the rain, the weeds have just taken over. But before I do that, I've got to blow all the leaves off of the gravel so that I can actually see where the weeds are. You can see down here where the weeds have pretty much taken over, and they get thicker as they go over there by the shed. A lot of these weeds, kind of blow over from the grass and stuff from when I mow. But also I got this stuff, Artemisia. It's Sweet Annie. It's very fragrant. It smells really good. And you could clip it and hang it up in the house this time of year, and it gives your home a nice autumn type feel. But these little tiny seed pods on here, and the seeds blow in the wind, and they end up blowing over here and getting in the gravel. So a lot of what you see here, Artemisia, most of it's Sweet Ann popping up here. That has just seed, the seeds have blown over. So that's fine. And I'll in next spring I can actually pull some of those out, bare root them, and plant them back in here again and get some more growing. My statue's looking pretty good. It still hasn't started to grow any algae yet or any lichens or anything like that. It looks almost like I bought it. I got this cool little, LED light here that lights it up at night real pretty. The rest of my herb garden flowers are starting to wane for the season. They're pretty much done. It's still pretty though. I still enjoy it. I'm very, very thankful for all of the blessings that I have around here. And I'm so grateful for the life that I have, the friends that I have, for you guys and for your support too. I pray that your day is blessed, as blessed as mine is. I thank Jesus every day for my life here and for everything that he offers me. Well, I've got to get busy. I got to head in the house. I got some business to take care of. And I really appreciate all your support. I continue to keep you guys in my prayers. And I appreciate it if you give me that thumbs up. It helps it helps my channel out a little bit. And then if you haven't yet, please subscribe and continue to join me. A little bit of motorcycling, a little bit of cooking, a little bit of everything I throw in there. I'll never cease to stop entertaining you. So until next time, cats, I'll catch you all later. You hear the gunshots back here? Yep. Like I said, it's an everyday thing. I did tell you I was going to get busy, didn't I?